So this month, Julia's brought forth the subject of the Four Noble Truths. And for some reason, it just brought to mind an parable, a Buddhist parable that I've read from time to time that I really enjoy. And it brings together so many different things. And for anybody that might be new to Buddhism, to parables in general, they're meant to have a meaning, but you don't have to get it, right? The meaning is whatever you take away from it. So as I read through this parable this evening, just relax, try not to make too much of it. And if something sticks with you, fantastic. And if it doesn't, that's fantastic. It's just kind of some fun. So go ahead and get in whatever meditative position works for you this evening. Nice and comfortable, whether you're just sitting still or laying down, changing the oil in your pickup truck, sewing a sweater. Just go ahead and relax. As you do so, let's get in touch with your breathing. It's so important. It's the most important thing, keeping our physical bodies alive anyway. If you have a breathing exercise, by all means, what I'm going to do is take 3 very slow, deep inhalations, filling both the abdomen and the chest. I'm going to hold for a slow count of 8, and then I'm going to exhale for a slow count of 8. And after I've done that 3 times, I'm going to go ahead and read you a story. As you continue to breathe, be mindful of any tension that might reside between your ears, in your forehead. Relax down through the cheeks. Relax your jaw. Relax the neck. Over the shoulders, down your arms, across the elbows, forearms. Just let that tension drain from the palms of your hands down to the ground. And just breathe. Be mindful of any tension that might reside between the shoulder blades, throughout the chest, down through the abdomen. Relax your lower back, down through the hips, cross your legs. Relax down past the knees, the calves. And just let any remaining tension drain out your feet. And just breathe. This particular story is about the sticky monster. Prince went to the world famous teacher of Takasa Ele. He studied very hard and became his best pupil. When teacher had taught him all that he knew, he gave the prince a special graduation award. He gave him 5 weapons and then sent him back home. On his way home, the prince came to a forest which was haunted by a monster. The local people had warned Prince 5 weapons. "Young man, don't go through the forest. There is a monstrous demon called Sticky Hair living there. He kills everyone he sees. But the prince was self-confident and fearless, like a young lion, so he pushed on into the forest until he soon came upon the dreadful monster. Monster was tall as a tree, with a head as big as the roof of a house, and his eyes as big as dishes. He had 2 big yellow tusks sticking out of his gaping white mouth, filled with ugly brown teeth. He had a huge belly covered with white spots, and his hands and feet were blue. The monster roared and growled at the prince. "Where are you going in my forest, little man? You look like a tasty morsel to me. I'm going to gobble you up." Well, the prince had just graduated from college and had won the highest award from his teacher. So he thought he knew just about everything, and that he could do just about anything. He replied, "Oh, fierce demon, I am Prince Five Weapons. I have come on purpose to find you. I dare you to attack me. I will kill you easily with my first 2 weapons, my bow and my poison-tipped arrows." Then he put a poison arrow in his bow and shot it straight at the monster. But the arrow just stuck fast to his hair like glue, without hurting him at all. The prince shot one after another. All the rest of his 50 poison-tipped arrows, but they all got stuck to the sticky hair of the sticky monster. And just breathe, just relax, enjoy the story. Then the beast shook his body from the ugly rooftop-sized head to the blue-colored feet, and all the arrows just fell harmlessly to the ground. Prince Five Weapons drew his 3rd weapon, a very long sword. He plunged it towards his enemy, but it too stuck fast in the thick coat of sticky hair. He threw his 4th weapon, his spear, at the monster, but this too just stuck to his hair. Next he attacked with the last of his 5 weapons, his club. This also stuck fast onto sticky hair. Then the prince yelled at him, "Hey, you monster, haven't you ever heard of me? Prince Five Weapons. I have more than just my 5 weapons. I have the strength of my young man's body, and I will break you into pieces." He hit sticky hair with his right fist just like a boxer, but his hand stuck to the sticky coat, and he couldn't remove it. He then struck him with his left fist, but it too just stuck fast to the gooey mess of hair. Kicked him with his right foot and then his left, just like a martial arts master. But they both stuck to him like his fists. Finally, he butted him as hard as he could with his head, just like a wrestler. But lo and behold, his head got stuck as well. And just breathe. Be safe, be warm. Even while sticking to the hairy monster in 5 places, hanging down from his coat, the prince had no fear. Sticky Hair thought, This is very strange indeed. He's more like a lion than a man. Even while in the grasp of a ferocious monster like me, he does not tremble with fear. In all the time I've been killing people in the forest, I've never met anyone as great as this prince. Why isn't he afraid of me? Since Prince Five Weapons was not like ordinary men, Sticky Hair was afraid to eat him right away. Instead, he asked him, "Young man, why aren't you afraid of death?" The prince replied, "Why should I be afraid of death? There is no doubt that anyone who is born will eventually die." Then the enlightened being thought, "The 5 weapons given to me by the world-famous teacher have been useless. Even the lion-like strength of my young man's body has been useless. I must go beyond my teacher, beyond my body, to the weapon inside my mind. It's the only weapon I need." The prince continued speaking to Sticky Hair. "There's one small detail, O monstrous one. I haven't told you about it yet, but in my belly there's a secret weapon, a diamond weapon you cannot digest. It will cut your intestines into pieces if you are foolish enough to swallow me. So if I die, you die. That's why I'm not afraid of you." In this way, the prince used his greatest inner strength in a way Sticky Hair couldn't easily understand. He knew this greatest of all weapons, the one inside his mind, was the precious diamond gem of his own intelligence. Sticky Hair thought, "No doubt this fearless man is telling me the truth. Even if I eat as much as a pea-sized tidbit of such a hero, I wouldn't be able to digest it. So I will let him go." And fearing his own death, Sticky Hair set Prince Five Weapons free. He says, "You are a great man. I will not eat your flesh. I will let you go free. Free just like the moon that reappears after an eclipse, so you may shine pleasantly on all your friends and relatives." The enlightened being had learned from his battle with Sticky Monster that he had learned only worthwhile weapon is the intelligence inside, not the weapons of the world outside. And with this diamond weapon, he also knew that destroying life only brings suffering to the killer. And just breathe. Be relaxed. Feel safe. Feel warm. In gratitude, he taught the unfortunate demon. He said, "O Sticky Hair, you have been born as a murderous, blood-sucking, flesh-eating demon because of unwholesome deeds in your past. If you continue killing in this way, it will only lead to suffering for you, both in this life and beyond. You can go on and on from darkness to darkness. But now that you have spared me, you won't be able to kill so easily. Hear this, sticky monster. Destroying life leads to misery in this world, and then rebirth in the hell world. Even if you were lucky enough to be reborn as a human being, you would only have a short life. Prince Five Weapons continued to teach Sticky Hair. Eventually, the monster agreed to follow the 5 steps in training. In his way, he transformed him from a monster into a friendly forest fairy. And when he left the forest, the prince told the local people about the change in the one-time demon. From then on, they fed him regularly, and they all lived in peace. Prince Five Weapons returned to his home and later became a king. And just breathe. And as it feels right, slowly bring yourself back up, unless the story already woke you up, and we'll join one another.
So, on Friday that is. So, lucky you. Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much. Alrighty, Marty, back to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. What a beautiful evening. As always, if you're new, we hope you felt welcome and we hope you keep coming back. Tonight, let's settle in here just for a sec and do a dedication of merit. Tonight, we read a story and we connected it to the 4 noble truths. The first truth is that we all suffer, we all have a sticky monster. The second noble truth is that we all struggle against it. We feed that monster, we fight that monster. The third noble truth is that there is peace, there is the ability to let go, and that's if we look into our inner diamond, and also that we give outward compassionately. And the fourth noble truth is just that, following the Eightfold Path, giving to others, taking care of ourselves. May we recognize that everyone we come across has a sticky monster as they struggle with it also. Have a wonderful evening, a great week. Namaste.